Hey yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. On my last video, man, I described the prompt method and the alert method. Now, in this video, we're gonna start touching up on conditional operations or conditional statements or decision making or algorithms. So, but in this video, I'm gonna go over the if and else statements. So I'm not gonna waste your time. So let's go. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is, as usual, we're going to call a script tag. Script. This one's called index5.h.js. Close it. Hit save. Always hit save and double check. So we're going to check. Hit the refresh button. Hit the inspect. Oh, oops. I forget the equals every time, so let's go in here and put it in. I think so. It looks like it's there, so I like to let me just do a quick console log with my name on it. Hit the save, recheck, console. All right, here we go. It's working. All right, so there's gonna be some things here that I'm gonna code in that you're not gonna understand, maybe, but try not to worry too much about it. I'll explain those things later on as we move forward. So the first thing I'm going to describe here that you may not know about is a function. I'm going to create a function called enter age. Now don't worry too much about it because we're going to go over it eventually. So just go along. The whole purpose is for me to show you the if and else statement or the conditional statement. So the first thing we're going to do is we got a function called enter age, right? So today we're gonna do if and else statements. Now there are other conditional statements like if else and switch statements, but we're not gonna focus on that at this moment. We're gonna focus on that later on. But first, I'm gonna say if age is greater than or equal to 21. Now what that means is like if the age is greater or literally equal to 21, that's really what it means. So if that is true, I'm going to return welcome to the pub. Okay? Now, the else part comes in, and the else is if a condition is something else. All right? So in this case, if it's under the age of 21. So if somebody comes in at the age of 21, hey, welcome to my pub, man. But if you're under the age of 21, I'm sorry, man, you can't come in. So let me show you that. So I'm gonna say here else, and I will return. Now you don't have to like explain again the whole age thing. Like for example, you don't have to do else and say age is less than 20 to explain what you mean. You just put else and then underneath return and say sorry in strings, but you cannot come in. All right, so I'm going to save it right now. And then once again, I know you don't know this part right here, but I'll explain it to you later as we move forward. But here, I need to call this function here, because if I just save it and try to run it and refresh it in my console, nothing happens. And the reason why is because it's inside a function. And again, don't worry about it. Let's just focus on this if and else statement. The purpose of this, and I'm trying to show you conditionals. So actions taken on certain conditions. I'm going to say here console log. I'm going to say in strings enter age. And then I'm going to say to call the function name enter age. And in parentheses, as you see here, I'm going to put the age 19 just to show you the result. I'm going to save it. And then we're going to refresh the page. Age is not defined. Okay, so age is not defined. Okay, so age is not defined. So, oops, I forgot to add age here. So maybe if I add age here, now this is a parameter. So I'm going to explain later on what that means. I'm going to save it, refresh it. Okay, enter age. Sorry, but you cannot come in. And the reason why is because in this log here, I enter the age or a number of 19, which is not greater than or equal to 21. So because that condition isn't true, then it skip over this if statement and then it will return this statement because the number I put down here is not 21 or beyond. It's under that. So let me show you. Let me show you a number above 21 so I can show you the proof. So if I put age 50, an old person or middle-aged person, I would say. I'll hit the refresh button, and then it says enter. Welcome to the pub, right over here. Okay, so let me put a 12-year-old trying to go into the club or the pub. Hit the refresh. Sorry, you're too young. You can't come in. Okay, let's look at another if and else statement. So let's say I don't have a job and I need some unemployment, but the only way I'll get this money is if I have earned under 75K. Right, just a quick one. So let's see. I'm gonna call this first script tag index a.js because that's what I called it. Okay. Obviously, we save it. Check. I'm just gonna go straight to these checks right here. Let me call my name. Always gotta call my name. See what's up. Let me see. Refresh chat. Okay, who's there? As you want to see is right there, Nick. Today I'm going to use a terminal inside of this VS Code to get some results in. It's the same thing as using the Google Chrome inspector here. I can show you another video if you want to know how to use this if you don't know. So I'm going to say okay, it says neck right there. That console log. All right, so let's check it out. So I'm going to create a function, and that function name is going to be do I get the check? Now, I know you don't know much about functions, but I'll get to that very soon. So, not in this video, of course, but in the future, in a different video. So, do I get this check? We're going to ask. So, create this function that you still don't know about, so I'm aware of that, so don't worry too much about that. So in here, this is like adding a value, so I'm going to say income. I can add a default value in here. So I'm going to say income. So that's going to be my income. So let's say if right? It's conditional statement time. So if income is less than or equal to 75. Yep, 75. Make this black here. And then now let's say if you make less than or equal $75,000 a year, then you're gonna get an earned benefit of, whatever state you live in. I don't know. I'm gonna say 400 plus 600, right? So you're gonna get that. So I'm gonna say var x. I'm gonna say earn. I'm gonna call this variable earn benefit. Okay, this is gonna equal to I don't know, 400 state unemployment minimum, and you're gonna add it by 600. You get a $600 on top of that. All right, so that's gonna equal to 1,000, right? So earned benefit will equal to 1,000 because 400 plus 600 equals 1,000, right? So let's say you get that. Let's say you get that $1,000 per week, but you want to calculate how much is it per month. So we can say here, we can say another var monthly, call it monthly benefit. Yep, amount. Let's just say that equals. You're gonna say earned benefit plus, times 4, because there's 4 weeks in there's 4 weeks in a month. So let's just say that. So now what? Now we're gonna create a message saying, hey, you will earn. So if you earn less than or equal to $75,000 a year, then we're gonna return a statement saying you earned, or you will earn X amount of dollars per month. No, you will earn X amount of dollars per week. No, you will earn X amount of dollars per month for and this is how much you're gonna earn for the period of 4 months. Let's do that. So with that, I'm gonna create another variable, and I'm gonna call it 4-month amount or benefit amount. I'm gonna call it amount, benefit amount. Long names. And I'm gonna equal that to monthly benefit amount times 4. All right, so 4 payments for 4 months. So 4 monthly payments. That's what it pretty much says right here. var 4-month benefit amount equals monthly benefit amount times 4. So after I create all these values or all these numbers that I want to calculate, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to return some things. Okay? So if your income is less than or equal to $75,000 a year, you will earn monthly benefit amount per month up to a total of 4-month benefit amount. Okay? If not, we'll do else, or else we will return real quick, and then you don't know this yet, but I have to call this function for it to work. We'll explain that when I cover functions. So I'm gonna say console log, and then in here I'm gonna say, do I get this check, and brackets, and then I'm gonna save. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna refresh this, see what happens. It says, we apologize, but you do not meet the standards at this time. But that's because I haven't added anything in here. So let's say I made $45 this year, just for short. And I'll hit refresh. So if you get $1,000 a week, that'll be $4,000 a month, and times 4, that'll be $16,000 in 4 months. So let's say I made $100,000. I don't know if that's 100,000 or a million, whatever. It's higher than 75K. And the whole point is, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you this if-else statements. So I refreshed, and because I made so much money, we apologize, but you do not meet the standards at this time. I'm going to show it to you down here. Let's say I made 56K. You know, let's be realistic here. And I'm going to show you the results down here now. Oh, that's because I didn't save. I was like, what? I don't earn anything? That's cheap. There it goes right there. It says I will earn $4,000 per month up to $16,000 in a 4-month period. Let me clear it. So show you it again. See, there you go. Now I'm going to say 75,001. Save. Let's see what happens. We apologize, but you do not meet the standards at this time. This portion of if and else, you know, in basic terms, these are just algorithms, and this is how you would approach, you know, certain behaviors and programs that you're trying to write. And this is just the foundation of it. I just created like a mini calculator about your earned benefits. I just created a means test calculator pretty much. Alright, so this concludes this video. Well, unfortunately, I don't qualify for this money, but who cares? Alright, y'all, that concludes my video. If you like this video, hit that like. If you like this content, please subscribe. Thanks, y'all.